26 teams. There were 29 originally. Is that correct? So
that's right.
So three have dropped out over a period of time.
That's right.
And how long has the competition been going on now?
It's just past 4 years. Just barely past 4 years.
So that's a pretty good survival rate, 26 out of 29 over a 4-year period.
It is, and we originally expected to have 12 teams maybe entered in this competition, and when we ended up with 29, that far exceeded any of our expectations. We definitely expect to see some teams kind of drop out as we go, maybe merge with each other. Some teams have different technical skills that might be beneficial to another team, so they might see some advantage in merging together.
So all that's allowed within the rules?
Yeah, to some extent. It depends on how it's done, but yeah, we do expect to see some teams consolidate a little bit and try to, all these teams are in it to win it, so they're going to do what they can to get there first. And it's really anyone's race. I mean, that's one thing you can learn about X Prizes from past X Prizes and challenges, is that it's not always the competitors you expect to win. Sometimes people just kind of come out of the woodwork, and you didn't even know they were coming, and then they win the prize. And that's one of the really cool, inspiring things about this.
Is there within the X Prize organization, is there a lottery going on as to the date the prize is going to be won?
There should be. I just went through a survey with our teams. Give us some data now that we have our final registered teams. We kind of pull them, and they give us some anonymous data that we can release. And a majority of our teams are focusing on 2013 or 2014. And so I think we're probably going to see a launch date somewhere in those times, somewhere within that time range that is going to come up soon, maybe announced next year. I know a lot of the teams are trying to get there as soon as possible, but it looks like the 2013, 2014 range is the time to watch. So,
can you tell us about some of the teams?
Oh gosh, where to start?
Some of the teams.
Yeah, I mean, we've got teams that just kind of range across the spectrum, and we have academic teams. We have Penn State University, who has a team. We have, and then pretty much every team has universities involved. We have teams that are coming up with all different forms of transportation for the lunar surface. I mean, we have things that hop, we have things that rove, there's things that roll. It's a huge range of creative ideas that are coming out of the teams. There's lots of industry partners that are involved with this. And
by industry partners, for example?
Well, like I just saw the Rocket City Space Pioneers walking in the hallway, and Dynetics is involved with them. The Sierra Nevada Corporation is involved with one of our teams. A lot of industry is kind of coming on board, and even NASA. NASA has, this past year, they have a program called the ILDD program, the Innovative Lunar Data Demonstrations Program, and they essentially are paying the teams for technology development. So even NASA is on board with what these teams are doing and what they can accomplish and how they can help the government to do this, to go explore new places in kind of a new low-cost, low-risk to the government way. So as far as the teams go, I don't even know where to start. They're so different, but we have a team. The team in Romania is building their own supersonic jet launcher that's going to launch their entry. They were a former Ansari X Prize team, and the team in Israel is making micro hoppers, and I think Moon Express, they were one of the teams that most recently has come out with a lot of press about what they're planning to do. They're also making a hopper with a bunch of micro hoppers that are going to hop off of it, and I mean, the creativity and the range is just amazing. So,
what is it about a prize that brings out this absolute explosion of creativity in so many, and participation, wide participation in so many people. What is it about a prize that does that?
Well, I mean, the great thing about a prize is that we're just setting the end goal, and we say, however you want to do this, you do it. We're not going to tell you how. We're not going to tell you who we are expecting to win this prize or where you have to be from. It's international, and it can be anyone. If you come to us with a reasonable proposal for how you're going to do this, we'll let you be a team and go for it. You know, it's, whatever means you see is plausible for winning this prize. And I think that's really the great thing. I think sometimes when it comes to technology development, maybe there's some like preconceived notions of how something maybe should be done, or maybe there's more risk involved, or you know, you can't be as creative. You have to operate within the limits of what a company or industry is willing to accept. And with a prize, we just kind of put it out there and say, you know, may the best person win. And so a lot of people are like, well, I'm interested in this, and I'm just going to try something, and maybe it's going to work and maybe it's going to fail. But even if it fails, you're going to learn from it, and maybe along the way you invent something else, or you get interested in something else, and it's kind of a spin-off to whatever that end goal is. So that's what I think is really great about prizes. Okay, so the prize deadline is 2015. We are, I would say, just keep an eye on our website. It's googlelunarxprize.org. All of our teams are there. You can follow any of the teams, of the 26 teams, and there's pictures of their lunar vehicles. You can go on there and see what these teams are up to. You can even interact with the team members. They're all listed on there. If you want to talk to any of these teams, I encourage you to go on the website and check it out. And we'll also have all the latest news up there. And you can find us anywhere else on the web too. So feel free to come talk to us if you have any questions, or you want to contribute in some way. We always welcome people to be involved with this contest. So I think that's it for me.
And you have a Facebook page?
We do. It's Google Lunar X Prize is our Facebook fan page. @GLXP is our Twitter account. And Google Lunar X Prize on YouTube. So you can find us there.